So let us learn about application load balancer. In the previous one, we learned about load balancer specifically, where we did a small introduction to application load balancers. This video specifically covers in depth about what actually application load balancer is, what are the key features, and what are the use cases where we can consider application load balancer. All right. So let's get started. So basically, an application load balancer in AWS is just like a traffic redirector for your web application, right? So basically, as I mentioned in the previous one, it just checks the section like slash error slash index.html slash login slash sign up. So these are few of the parameters that it actually looks into, and based out of that, it loads the traffic based out of it, right? So imagine you have a website with multiple sections like slash login slash sign up slash profile. So the application load balancers looks at the URL or the other details in the request, for example, the cookies or the headers, and send that request to the right server, which is acting behind the scenes. So it actually routes the traffic based on what the user is trying to use, right? So let's say it's facebook.com/login. It will redirect to that server. If it is facebook.com/sign up, it will redirect to that specific server. Okay. So based on the user, whatever operation that he is trying to do, it will redirect the traffic in the same way. Now let us check what are the key features that it brings us on the plate. First is 7-layer load balancer. So basically, when I say 7-layer load balancer, it's actually I'm referring to the OSI model, the application layer. Okay, so ALB operates on the application layer, which is the seventh layer of the OSI model. It inspects the content of the request and route the traffic accordingly. Okay, now the second is content-based routing. So it routes the traffic based on the content of the request. For example, here we have the URL path or the query parameters. For example, let us understand this. Traffic to slash login can be routed to the set of server, and traffic to slash profile can go to another set of server. Okay, so that is known as content-based routing. Nestic health check. So how do the server or the load balancer know which one to send traffic into? So basically, it is possible all due to the health checks. Application load balancer performs a health check to ensure that only the healthy instances receive the traffic. In instance, so basically, if the instance fails the health check, so ALB stops the routing to that specific server. Okay. The last use case for this specifically would be the last offering that ALB brings us on the plate is the support of multiple ECs. So ALB can route the traffic across multiple availability zones to ensure that we have high availability. Now, where we can consider the use cases of application load balancer, so let us go into that. So if we have web application that require content-based routing, for example, microservices or the different URL paths, slash login slash sign up, we can consider ALB. And if we are working on scalable multi-tier application where the traffic needs to be distributed to multiple services or microservices, we can definitely consider ALB, right? So that was all about application load balancer. So in the next one, we are going to see a practical demonstration. How does application load balancer works? Okay. So that was all about for this one. See you in the next one.